So I would like to treat this as an opportunity, as I think Churchill keeps saying, make the best out of each and every crisis. I would like to think there were several, negatives which had accumulated. A lot of flab, a lot of pollution around the atmosphere, unwanted expenditure, travel, and we were living with too many assumptions, and we were not training ourselves with the advances in technology and all. It is a wake-up call, and in that sense, I think COVID has to be, utilized fully for learning and pushing ahead. And one of the biggest opportunities is several markets we were, always trying to enter, but the opportunity cost of entry was very high because the local markets were absorbing and giving us enough margins. But now that, the capacity utilizations are 80% or thereabouts, it gives you a huge opportunity to make entry into those kinds of markets. That's one example I'm throwing in the picture. Secondly, moving on substantive issues, the crisis management has three components. One is rescue, relief, and rehabilitation. That's the way it proceeds. But in all crises, the end point as well as the beginning point is clearly defined. Like earthquake lasts for maybe about 15 seconds, 20 seconds or something, or the tsunami maybe about an hour. So you know what is the end point and you can move ahead. But COVID is different in that sense. You don't know where the end point is. So the first thing, this one is continuous revision of your, cash flows with building and huge cushions. But what I have done is borrow as much as this one. Liquidity is the king. Borrow as much as you want. You pay a lot of this one, but you keep depositing it in GOI or any other risk-free securities. You may incur a couple of points as loss, but I treat it as the insurance of corporate failure, against corporate failure. And I know within the next 12, 15, 18 months, it's going to subside. And I can always recoup by paying back all other liabilities which have residual maturity, which are at higher rates of interest. Or if not, I can even look primarily at insurance against corporate failure. And regarding, the one way to tackle this is you have huge establishment costs, but luckily, the various things automatically kick in, like direct taxes you have to pay much less, variable pay component have to pay much less, advertising you don't do much, and much of the sales incentives also roll back. On top of it, the travel and office costs, etc., also are roll back. These are fantastic learnings for the future as we go along and go forward. I am sure many institutions will institutionalize all this and make it part of their regular operations.